Good afternoon and welcome to yet another edition of the Sport Rap Show. My name is Limba Mupetami, and once again, as what we do every Monday, we bring you a jam-packed show of all local and international sports events which took place over the weekend. Now, before we get into what we have covered in today's Sport Rap, as well as the back page of the main sports section, let's just talk a little bit about the English Premier League. The action that went down on Saturday as well as on Sunday. So now in Saturday's matches, Manchester United beat Everton 3-1. That is obviously good news for Manchester United fans, not the silent bunch on earth. I don't have anything personal against Man United fans, but obviously a good win for them. Crystal Palace beat Leeds United 4-1, and Chelsea also defeated Sheffield United 4-1, and West Ham defeated Fulham 1-0. That was Saturday's matches. Now on Sunday, yesterday, West Brom was beaten by Tottenham. Leicester beat Wolves 1-0, and Manchester City and Liverpool drew 1-1. I think for me personally, the most disappointing match of the evening was the last match between Arsenal and Aston Villa, with Arsenal being beaten 3-0. The consistency, or rather the lack of consistency of Arsenal, is quite disappointing for a lot of fans like myself. So a lot of work there for Arteta. And with that, Leicester now leads the log with 18 points. So let's just have a look at the log at the moment. Leicester has won the league in the 2015-2016 season, and now they are ahead of Tottenham with 18 points. Liverpool, Southampton, Chelsea, Aston Villa, Everton, Crystal Palace, and Wolves obviously now follow in that order. Now, if you look at the log at the moment, one can see that clubs which are usually called small clubs are actually leading the log, with the likes of Manchester United, Arsenal, Man City, nowhere to be found in the top 10. But obviously, as time goes and with matches progressing, I'm sure that will change. But of course, it's a positive for teams such as Wolves and Southampton, leading or rather being in the top pack of the log. And with that, let's get into what I've covered in today's Sport Rap. So basically, let's just look at the back page of the main sports section. And there you would see Ryan Nyambe, who plays for Blackburn Rovers in England, is expected to join the Brave Warriors squad today. I'm not sure if he was at training this morning, but he's expected to be at training this afternoon. So if you are maybe in the vicinity of Katutura, just make a turn there at the NFA Technical Field or the Sam Nujoma Stadium and just see the guys training. Maybe you can get an autograph as well. Now, the Brave Warriors are applauding a away win against Mali in their first leg qualifier match on Friday. So interim coach Bobby Samaria says that the team will leave for Mali tomorrow. So obviously the training that will take place today is just last preparations for the guys before their clash on Friday. So good luck to the Brave Warriors there. And also on the same page, we have another another Nyambe in the name of Sebastian. He's a sprinter, and he received $10,000 from the Frankie Friedrichs Foundation in order to pay for his accommodation in France. The athlete has been invited to the France athletics season, which ends next year, June. He was, however, supposed to travel already 3 months ago, but because of the COVID situation and obviously the regulations that go with that, he was unable to travel, and obviously also with lack of funds and whatsoever not. So despite the fact that he got $10,000, the athlete is still making a pledge to the Namibian nation to help him out, as he still needs to pay for the return ticket. Now, the positive from this is that, a Namibian athlete traveling abroad and training abroad in competitions like the Friends season is obviously good for his advancement, in his career and so forth. So if you're out there and you're watching this video or you have read the article, please do make a pledge to this sprinter. And now moving inwards into what we have covered in today's Sport Rap, let's have a look at the front page. And there you will see boxing action which took place on Saturday at the Vinto Country Club. There was blow-by-blow action, as boxers were knocking each other down, as you can see from some of the images that that will be played now. The boxing drought has taken over Windhoek for a long time due to COVID-19, but the boxers now obviously quenched their thirst, and you could see with the action that was going on, there a boxer holding on to the ropes, or rather falling from the ropes. So they say boxing is a gentleman's sport, but on Saturday, the action that was on display obviously gave another impression. Now, in the main fight, in the junior lightweight, Jeremiah Nakathila, Loki, made mincemeat out of Emmanuel Antreki, who he knocked out in the 3rd minute of the 2nd round. So let's just have a look at that clip from Saturday's action with Loki and Antreki in the ring. So as you can see there, boxing is not for the faint-hearted. And if you know that you are not, up to that type of sporting action, then it's advisable to, maybe take part in another sport like tennis or whatsoever not. But obviously now I need to say, send out a positive message also to Nakathila's opponent, Andreki. From the beginning of the fight, you could clearly see that the two being pitted against each other was a disadvantage for Andreki because Nakathila is in a different class. But as Nestor Tobias said after the match, because of the COVID situation, they could only feature local boxers in their bonanza. And he wanted to give Nakathila a chance, to just try and get his form back and just keep active. So obviously it's important to note that Andreki most probably also took the fight, just to help at Nakathila. So whatever the outcome might be, it should be applauded, the fact that the boxer, took up this challenge to get into the ring with Loki. And with that, let's have a look at another clip of a fight between Charles Shinema and Stephen Shimbonde. Shinema knocked out Shimbonde in the 1st round. So let's just have a look at that clip. As you can see, there are fantastic action from Saturdays together as one boxing bonanza. And in the last clip, let's have a look at Philippus Energy Neketumbwa, who fought Martin Mukongo. Energy was too strong for his opponent and obviously brought a lot of energy to the ring. So let's just have a look at that as well.
Energy. That's what you must do.
Okay, great action there from Saturday's event. One thing that I've picked up from engaging with boxers is that it is a sport for people who really put in the hard work. I go to a local boot camp in Windhoek where boxers in the likes of Ambunda, Paulus Ambunda, and upcoming youth boxer Flame Nangolo train. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of hard work and determination and discipline to be at the stage that some of the boxers are. So it should be applauded when one steps into the ring. It means business. And now moving forward, let's have a look at another story with local cyclist Alex Miller, who received a sponsorship, a car from three local companies, Nedbank Namibia, Pupkewitz Mekatag, and Money's Bike Mecca, who sponsored the 19-year-old cyclist, as he gets ready for the Tokyo Olympic Games as well. The cyclist is also still at school, and obviously after school goes to training. So these companies wanted to just boost the cyclists. It would be a positive if a lot of companies, local companies, could take this initiative and invest in local sports stars. So big ups to Alex, and good luck to him for the upcoming Olympic Games as well. Now from that, let's have a look at what happened in South Africa over the weekend. There was some rugby action in the Vodacom Super Rugby Unlocked competition, with Bulls beating Lions 30-25. So great action also coming from that side. And while we are still at rugby, All Blacks were also beaten by Australia in the Rugby Championship. They were beaten 24-22, quite a close match. But the All Blacks coach said that his team fell to the Wallabies nickel, which means that basically they were very indisciplined and they still need to work on a couple of that, to advance. And moving back now into football, on Saturday, or rather yesterday afternoon, Orlando Pirates beat Kaizer Chiefs 2-0 on aggregate and 5-0 on aggregate to move into the MTN 8 finals, where they will meet Celtic, Bloemfontein Celtic. This is worth mentioning because we have Namibian international Dion Hotto, who scooped the Man of the Match award and walked away with $8,000. So this is just a boost, or rather a motivation for local players who would like to play their trade in South Africa or in Morocco or or in Israel, for instance, that dreams are valid. So congratulations to Dion Hotto, and we expect more great stuff from him from our side. And with that is all we have for this afternoon. Please do catch us again on Thursday as we give you, or rather bring you, another preview of what you can expect over the weekend. With that, that's all from me, and goodbye.